My name is Dario and I'm from Switzerland. But somehow a part of myself is always in Africa, especially in Ethiopia.
So I did finally get through.
My fiancée, Mela, she's living in Ethiopia and we call each other regularly every day. Usually she calls me early morning, wakes me up, and we just have some chit chat.
3 weeks. I hope it goes fast.
And when I was 18, I got the chance to travel to Tanzania. I just felt like the world is opening to me. Africa just touched me in a way I knew that's my place. I got also this experience at the same time of a serious life crisis through this infection, where no doctors could help me, no medicine could help me. When I came back to Switzerland, after 2-3 months I got back my health. It convinced me even more to study theology. And at the same time, I got married, had already my first 2 kids. It was a happy time. And then came a big interruption of my life. I found blood in my stool. I was not prepared at all when the doctor told me that this is a serious illness, that my colon was covered with polyps, thousands of polyps, bleeding of polyps. At that time, the only possible way to prevent colon cancer was to remove all my colon. Just short after the surgery, they told me also that it's a genetical disease, Gardner syndrome. There came a lot of surgeries, always different tumors, going to hospital. After so many years of going through difficult time, my marriage split, I got divorced. For the people who worked with me, it was difficult because they knew, okay, Dario is coming tomorrow, but sometimes I just had to call them and tell them, sorry, I can't make it. I'm again in the hospital. In 2008, we did some tests and we found out I'm having big tumors. It was so serious that my doctors told me that they don't know the result of that surgery. It was really at that stage like, okay, Dario, it might be that you don't survive that. After the surgery was successful, I got also the final diagnosis, which is short bowel syndrome with intestinal failure. For about 6-7 years, I was connected to the TPN for 16 up to 70 hours per day. You have to get used. You're living with a great risk, especially with infection. I had several infections, sepsis, always running to the hospital. I have stopped counting how long I was in hospital. And of course, that is related with the TPN. Even with TPN, I enjoyed traveling. It was great to see I'm able to do it, but it was complicated. And if you see me at the airport, 13 big boxes filled with medical supplies, you can imagine how difficult is that. After being 7-8 years with TPN, I got another problem. That was my liver. I could see it on my body. I got yellow eyes, my skin got yellow. So we had to find out another solution. My doctor told me that there is a new therapy on the way. And after I started this treatment, I could realize the first changes on my body. From the food I was eating, I could gain weight. That was something completely new. I could reduce the TPN continuously, and after 2 years, I was without TPN. That was for me a great experience. This medicine has brought me such more freedom. I was traveling with 13 bags to Africa, and now suddenly I'm traveling with 3 bags. It makes life so much easier. I have to be honest, I didn't have the hope that anyone wants me. and now I'm planning to get married next year. I still have hope to be alive. That's a strange thing. So I'm encouraged to go on, to do something with my life even more. I see there's a purpose in my life. There's a way, a path in front of me. So that's where I'm going.